Hi guys, Barrett here with Good Life Realty in Austin, Texas. So I wanted to give a quick apology because it's been a while since my last video, and there have been a few different reasons for that. One of them is that my family and I, we moved houses about a month ago, so you might not recognize this sweet little office space, but you are sure to see it evolve over the next few weeks. Secondly, I got a new camera, so this is probably going to be better than recording from my iPad, so I got a GoPro, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Anyway, I wanted to do our third and final video in this series called What the Heck is a Comp? So if you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, go back and do that. But just to give you a brief recap, part 1, in part 1 we discussed what does that word mean. We talked about how the word comp means comparable property. And in part 2, we basically just went over like 3 or 4 terms that really kind of set the stage for even having a conversation about how I find comps. So in this part, we're going to talk about how I find comps, and I use a method called the rule of threes. So I just want to preface this particular video with a couple of things. So the first thing is that when you're looking for comps for a subject property, I mean, there are some really obvious characteristics that you want to be similar. So for example, if your property is a one-story house, you don't want to go look at a three-story house down the street. Like, you want to look at other one-story houses. Or if your house is a 3-bedroom house, you don't want to go looking at a 6 or 7-bedroom house down the street. But in the same way, you don't want to go look at a 1-bedroom condo downtown to compare to your 3-bedroom house. So those are some really obvious things. Some other things are like, you want to make sure that the subject property is updated in a similar way to the possible comparable properties. So if your kitchen is like, hasn't been updated since the 80s, you don't want to go look, you don't want to compare your property to a home that's had like a brand new kitchen renovation in the last 6 months. Okay? Similarly, if your house is a 3-bedroom house in Hyde Park, you don't want to go compare your property to a 3-bedroom house on a 20-acre ranch in Salado. Okay, so there's some really obvious things that you need to be aware of when you're looking for comps. The second thing I wanted to say was that we really only want to look at sold comparable properties. If a house hasn't sold yet, then they're really kind of living in dream world, and we don't really know what they're ever going to get for the house. So we only want to look and see what the market will bear, and the only way we can do that is looking at homes that have already sold and closed.